Welcome back everyone to the start of another Type II patrol. U-20 is leaving Kiel once again to patrol off the eastern coast of British home waters. As our crew becomes more familiar with the boat, as well as the workings of the British home fleet and merchant shipping, so too do enemy anti-submarine techniques. Now that it's 1940, I'm wondering if our little boat will begin to struggle a bit more against British forces in the North Sea, or if things will continue to be fairly easygoing. I gotta be honest, I'm not super into the lone merchant encounters we've been getting so far, but hopefully as the war progresses, things will get a bit more exciting. Anyway, we're nearing the end of our time in this Type 2 until we move on to a Type 7, but for now, let's begin another coastal patrol. We've got a report of an enemy convoy going northwest very fast, which is apparently 12 knots. We should be able to cut them off. It's 3 a.m. local time here and it's very calm, so it might be tough to actually engage them when the sun comes up. Like we've only got G7As loaded, so obviously there's a good chance they see our trail, especially when it's sunny, clear, and calm. So evasion could be tough if we engage these guys. We'll at least get close and see what's up. Maybe the weather will change by the time we intercept this convoy, but yeah, definitely dangerous. Not ideal conditions, and these are, I think, fairly shallow waters. Let's just see what it is under keel here. It is
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Tiefe unter Kiel ist
61 meters under keel. That's not bad. I think it varies from about 30 meters to about 100 in this area, so it just depends where we intercept them. But yeah, judging by their speed, we'll basically have to intercept them in the morning or around noon, so it's going to be bright out and it's going to be calm. So just a quick update, it looks like we should intercept them at about 8 a.m., maybe a bit later, just judging on their speed. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. The sun will be coming up in a few hours, and unfortunately that's probably when we'll be coming across these guys, so best of luck. And we've just got another update, so they're maintaining the same speed, looks like the same course as well, and I'm just gonna update, like they're not going exactly northwest 315 degrees, looks to me like 311 degrees, so pretty close. We'll definitely be able to catch these guys, and we are about 40 kilometers away, so we'll be able to hear them soon if we were to dive to periscope depth. Also, we've got something else 26 kilometers away that we will be ignoring. It's now 8 a.m. Sun's coming up. So yeah, by the time we engage these guys, I'm sure it'll be bright enough to see our torpedo trails. Unfortunately, we're going to dive down to periscope depth. They should be within about 30 kilometers or less, and at their speed, shouldn't take them long to come within visual range. So we're diving down now, and we will wait and listen.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
So a bit of time has passed. I was just looking at that other contact that we heard, that lone merchant, and I can see it. It's way off there. It looks like a good-sized merchant, actually. I could try and ID that, but I'd really like to see what's in this convoy first. They should be a bit closer now. Okay, I can definitely make out the lead. Whoa, whoa, okay. I should maybe get my bearings here before I... Yeah, no, we're just gonna engage the convoy. I'm not gonna look at that lone merchant then for sure. Did not realize how close these guys were, and I should drop my periscope. Wow. So the lead destroyer just passed right in front of me, and there's a pretty big merchant, like, dead ahead. I'm gonna miss my chance if I don't fire now. But I was trying to ID some of these ships, and it's been pretty tough with the profile I've had. The only one I've been able to reliably ID has been a couple of these. Like initially, I thought they were tankers, but they have two funnels on the back. So the only ship I've come across that looks like that is this Whale Factory ship 2. So I think that's what it is, based on what I've seen. And I'm gonna wait for them to come by, because then at least I know their depth. Like, I could shoot at, where is it? Okay, this guy literally right in front of me looks like a healthy sized cargo, but if I fire now, that's that's the only thing I'd be able to hit, because all the other ships are way behind in this convoy right now. So I'm gonna wait for these tankers or whale factory ships or whatever they are get a little closer. I'm pretty sure this is what it is, and then at least I can probably try and hit two of them at least. So I think the destroyers are far off enough now that I can poke up, hopefully not get spotted by these merchants, and just try and do a range check and confirm these what I believe to be whale factory ships. So I'm gonna pop up real quick, take a look. Yeah, that's the one right there. You can see the double funnels on it, and that one as well. With how close we are and how clear it is, I really don't think we're going to be able to fire two at those guys, get them all alerted, and then pop up our periscope and fire another like that. I'm assuming some of these guys are armed. I haven't even been looking, and they'll be looking for a periscope. They'll see it if they're looking. So,
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Beide Maschinen kleine Fahrt voraus.
pretty risky stuff. But yeah, I think it's definitely a whale factory ship too. So I'm gonna set my depth on these torpedoes to just over 8 meters. Yeah,
Kontakt, Kriegsschiff, entfernt sich auf 146, große
I think
Entfernung.
one at each of the whale factory ships, and maybe I'll fire tube 2 at some other rando. Just like fast impact. A little bit nervous, to be honest. This could be the end of the patrol. There's not a lot of room to run away. I'm sure it's not very deep under keel here, probably like 40 meters or so. And they'll be able to hear us pretty easily if they're looking. Not a lot of ambient noise out there. I actually just did a range check, and at 325 I'm getting like 650 meters. So that means that our guy is about right there. So course, maybe closer to 312 degrees, but that's what it looks like. We're very close range, so we're probably gonna wait until the first one is about right there, and the other guy's right there. We're in reverse right now. Our shot's gonna be a range of about 750 meters, so I will plug that in. That's gonna be a runtime of only under 30 seconds. Just listening on the hydrophones to keep track of where these guys are. It sounds like now's the time. I don't want to keep my periscope up to watch them for obvious reasons, but I think that's our guy at about 20 and the other one's at maybe 345. So I'm gonna open tube 3 here. And there he is. Fire. Open tube 1. Oh, is that? No, that's some other smaller merchant. Okay. So tube 2, fast impact. We'll just fire right now. This guy. Actually, it's gonna need to be magnetic at that angle, I think. They've got their spotlights on. Need to maybe set the depth a bit lower. Sounds like we've got some hits. Set that to about 6.5 meters. Sounds like we only got one hit there. I'm wondering if one ran really, really deep, which tends to happen. I guess I should have held that third shot for, you know, another shot at one of those whale factories in case a torpedo did run deep. So
Jawohl, Herr
we're gonna move
Kaloin.
forward. We're gonna drop our depth to about 45 meters, and that
Jawohl, Herr
sounds
Kaloin.
like,
Nord
I don't know
4, 5
what it
Meter.
sounds like actually. I guess we did hit this guy. Good. I don't think it went off under keel. I don't know how much damage that did, but we should have hit both of these. Looking for, did we have another torpedo that missed? I think they must have both hit. They don't look very damaged though. Never knew there were actually whales on these. Interesting. Well, that seems anticlimactic. Okay, looks like torpedo did go off right under keel on this one. That should be a kill shot. Like that's... I'm surprised there's not more visible damage. How about this one back here? Yeah, again, right under keel. So that's what you want. Like that's maximum damage. Only thing that could be better is if it was maybe under the funnel, somewhere around the engine compartment. So I'm hoping those go down, but we could have hit a little further back. And then this one, damn, I wish I would have been watching for the actual explosions, but this one actually has a really deep draft. It looks like we hit him on the bow. So we could have set our depth a little lower. But maybe with the speed he's going at, with the big hole on the front, he might flood himself. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure we're going to get pinged right away here. I don't know how they didn't spot our periscope. It looks like they're still looking. So, since we hit these guys on their starboard side, I think the destroyers will typically be looking in this area to the northeast. So with how close we are, if we just continue moving straight, they might be searching behind us, so we might get away scot-free here. I don't want to get too deep and hit the bottom, so maybe I'll just set depth for about 40. I have
Jawohl,
no
Herr
idea
Kaloin.
how deep it
Neue
is here.
Tiefe 3, 5 Meter.
And I'll keep an eye on those 3 ships we hit. That would be awesome if we had 3 kills with 3 torpedoes like that. Kind of refreshing to not have as many duds as we're used to. (9:52), we've got confirmation that another ship's going down. So the third one we hit, the last one in the column there. Not the last one in the column, but the last one we fired at was a Type 40 medium merchant, 6,000 tons, and one of the whale factory ship 2s are down. So that's a pretty good start. I thought the other one looked like it was rather damaged. That's that first one that went down. Stern's still sticking out, and this is the... Kind of interested to see what happened to the whale. Does it just swim away, or like... Nope. No, looks like it's going down with the ship. I mean, you'd think this guy could somehow, you know, get back home. Okay, anyway, the other whale factory ship, it might go down. It's got a ton of flooding. Deck's almost awash there. So I think we probably will get all 3 with 3 torpedoes. That's a damn good engagement for a Type 2, if I'm being honest. And somehow no one saw our periscope, and no destroyers heard us or pinged us, so I guess that's what you get when you're playing in January 1940. No one really knows what the hell they're doing. It's now 10:15 a.m. and this is the only ship remaining. I think she's dead in the water. There's kind of the carcasses of the other two we got back there, and the convoy has moved on, so I don't think any destroyers are around listening. We will remain at this depth for now, load our other two torpedoes, and we might be able to finish this with the flak gun, I don't know. But if we end up having to use a fourth torpedo here to sink this guy, that might be the end of our patrol, because we'll be down to just one. So in a little while, I will surface and use the flak gun on this guy, and hopefully that sends her down. Okay, so they definitely heard our torpedoes reloading. We've been detected. That was my bad. I was on time compression, and a destroyer came back. Luckily, he missed us while I was in time compression there, but did we even get one torpedo reloaded? Honestly, I'm just gonna wait out the other minute here, get that guy loaded, and then run away. Pretty big mistake, honestly, since they know we're here. I'm gonna see how deep it is.
Tiefe unter Kiel ist
19 meters, yeah, it is not deep here at all. So that was a big greedy mistake by me. There must have been a destroyer around that I just wasn't aware of. Okay, change our course a little bit here. Damn, I'm glad we didn't get... I don't think we got hit there at all. We definitely got our boat rocked, though. Where is this guy? That sounds small. Maybe a coastal vessel came to investigate. I don't know. I guess there's no harm in checking at this point what it was.
Derzeitige Tiefe 4-0.
Oh, yeah. I don't think this guy was with the convoy to begin with. He must have just got radioed in and came by. But yeah. Well, if none of those other destroyers come back...
Fertig.
Hang on. Yeah. If none of the other destroyers come back, I'm not too worried about just this guy. Like, one depth charge rack on the back. Not very probable that he hits us. Just have to keep an eye on our batteries, which are fine for the moment. And yeah, I won't be surfacing to use the flak gun anyway at this point. Damn. I don't think I've ever had a situation where, like, I'd read that reloading torpedoes can be heard by enemy warships. I've never actually experienced it. If anything was going to give me away, it's either my periscope being spotted, a torpedo trail, or like the sound of my propellers. But yeah, honestly, I think it was the reloading of the torpedoes that did it there. So I guess that's something I'll have to look out for. Sounds like they're coming in for another attack run, so I'm gonna head flank and rudder to starboard, I guess. Until we turn about 40 degrees anyway. I don't think this thing has active sonar. I haven't heard any pings, but it's definitely been listening for us. It's definitely coming right at us. So. Yeah, I can hear the depth charges. Oh yeah, he's right above us. I think he dropped them a little bit too early. Yeah, they're kind of far off. That's probably just our last location that he's trying to hit. Oh, there might be more, and yeah, there's more coming down. In any case, I think we'll be okay. By the way, I usually don't use the external camera to dodge depth charges. In fact, that's not really what I'm doing. I just kind of wanted to get a view for the audience there. But it's not like I'll ever be like in the external camera. Oh, I can see a depth charge coming down right ahead of me. Actively try to avoid it. I'm just going by what I can hear on the hydrophones. But Yeah, this guy's got a very low
Wir
chance of
wurden
actually
entdeckt,
hitting
Herr
us.
Kaloy.
I
Berechne
think
Lösung für die achteren Rohre.
the Type IIA though is like pretty loud even on a head slow. So we may even have to creep away at like a slower speed. Yeah, we've got like 200 RPM here at 3 knots, so it's like a careful
Derzeitige
balance,
Fahrt
because if I go
1
too
Knoten.
slow, if I go like 1 knot, we're actually going to sink and hit the bottom, which historically wouldn't have been a bad idea. Just hanging out on the seabed sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we can just creep away at about just under 2 knots and they won't hear us. And we'll go kill that last whale factory ship. I don't think she's going down on her own. So there's even a biplane that got called in, I guess. Kind of cool. I don't know how he thinks he's going to make an accurate shot, but he did. He tried. Right, there she is. Okay. Didn't need to raise the periscope quite that high, but I'm gonna set the speed to 0 here. And to start, I will just set one torpedo about, I wish I could set the depth. Oh, I can actually, from this screen. Okay. Set it to about 4.5. Just aim for the middle, kinda.
Rohr 2. Und alles in los.
Hopefully there's no planes out there still. Oh, is that a plane or a bird? That's definitely an aircraft. Actually, at this angle, this could be a dud, I'm not even sure. Oh, poor whale. Okay, well that should definitely send it down. Yeah. Okay, well, not a bad engagement. We got maybe 19,000 tons out of that. And that's 4 torpedoes, so we've got one left, but I think we'll probably just head back. There's not a good chance that we'll sink anything with 1 torpedo unless it's something small. And I don't know, with these past 47-minute videos, I think I'm happy with just keeping this patrol a little bit shorter. And I'm actually going to drop us down a bit just in case that aircraft gets uppity.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy. Neue Tiefe 4,3 Meter.
And we might even have that warship
Jawohl,
come
Herr
back
Kaloy.
poking around,
Ein
so
Drittel Fahrt voraus.
creep away, make course for just due north.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy. Neuer Kurs 3,5
And
9.
we will be heading back to Germany. As soon as I stopped recording that last line, two bombs just went off, so I don't know if that was near us. Oh, yeah, way over there. So I guess not. Maybe that's just initially where he spotted the torpedo trail. But yeah, he's definitely out there and armed, and there might be more than one aircraft. So we're gonna stay down until dark, definitely. And we'll keep listening for that other guy if he's gonna come back. I don't know. I think he's way off behind us. Anyway, we shouldn't get detected again, but they're definitely looking for us. Okay, it's the following evening, and we've picked up Initially, it was just some warship, sounded like a coastal vessel, but also now a merchant right at 90 degrees, so they might be coming right at us, I'm not sure. Might just be fate. Maybe we'll get a chance to spend our last torpedo here. So I'll bring us up to periscope depth and keep listening, try to get ahead of these guys. If it looks like they're coming in a straight line for us, we'll fire our last shot here. And that's what we're hearing on the hydrophones right now. I don't think there's anything else around us. No. Some time has passed and they don't seem to be veering from our... I turned us almost directly around, but
Kriegsschiff auf
before they were off to 90
271
degrees, now
kommt
they're up to
näher.
270, so right across. Honestly, I think these guys are coming straight for us. Medium speed, we should be able to actually have time to get our shit together when they come within visual range, so I've got a pretty good feeling about this. I'm going to... geez, I don't know. Obviously the weather conditions aren't very good, so we'll have to worry about our torpedo depth a little bit here. Maybe use magnetic, but it should be a really close range shot. So we'll just wait for them to come out of the fog, I guess. So they're very close now, straight ahead of us. I didn't really do this properly. Like they're still out of visual range. I can kind of make out some sort of silhouette there, but nothing's coming up on the periscope like for me to ID in the top right. Like nothing to throw into the recognition manual. So I know they're there. I don't really know how fast they're going. Let's say maybe 7 or 8 knots. I don't know. I'll set the speed to maybe 7.5 and 90-degree AOB at 0 and give it my best shot, I guess. Okay, yeah, there it is, definitely. Mostly I can just see that silhouette on the water. I guess maybe I'm not supposed to be able to see that, so it could be farther off than I think. I think I'm gonna have to set this to impact pistol because we don't want a
Neuer Funkspruch, Herr Kanon.
premature detonation here. Set our depth to about 5 meters. I'm just gonna shoot, you know. We'll either hit something or we won't, but that's about as close as we're gonna be able to get to it. I could throw us ahead 1/3. They might not hear us in this weather, but I don't really want to risk it, honestly. I'm just gonna shoot at that tiny little silhouette. Let's just make sure I'm shooting at the right... Okay, yeah. Warship's off at 30. This guy's almost dead ahead of us.
Rohr 1.
Alles in
Los.
Wasser.
Okay. Well, now we'll wait and listen. Be able to hear our torpedo. There it goes. It's still in line with the merchant, so... That's a hit. This is our... what? Merchant we hit? Or... Okay. She's pretty big. I doubt she'll go down with one torpedo, but apparently we hit her. I don't know where. I don't see any crazy damage. Looks like we hit her on the... slightly toward the bow here. Right below the water line, so... yeah, I'd say pretty low chance that she goes down off that, but we'll listen, and we'll try to evade that escort that she had with her. Okay, 2026. Apparently she's going down. I guess that's all it took. I can't really be bothered to look for this thing in the storm, but I guess it was a large armed merchant, 8,600 tons. I was super lucky that it just so happened to be coming you know, right across our path. So thanks for the delivery there, submarine gods. I guess I thank Poseidon for that maybe. So that's a pretty good patrol. I mean, 5 torpedoes, 4 ships, and pretty big ships too. So I think probably when we get back, we should have enough for now. I'll just transfer to second flotilla. Maybe we can get out of this Type 2. Another thing, we've been under since that initial uh, convoy engagement, so our oxygen level's getting pretty low. I don't know how this gauge works here. If like we'll automatically start releasing oxygen when it gets to a certain level, but our batteries are about half dead. Probably stay under for another hour just to make sure that that escort doesn't catch us, and then we'll run away on the surface. Well, somehow we made it out totally unscathed. Another patrol. Um, didn't really, I mean, there was that one depth charge run, but otherwise, no damage, just banged up a little bit. I honestly can't believe that, like, those destroyers didn't come find us. So yeah, maybe that's just because it's early war, like, you know, their crew efficiency on the destroyers or whatever isn't that good, but kind of disappointing. I was hoping there'd be a little more of a chase involved, but I'd say overall, very good results. 5 torpedoes, we got 28,025 tons, 4 cargo ships sunk, and we'll be entering the Kiel Canal here, getting back sometime February 3rd, I guess, or just late tonight, but yeah. That will be the end of our patrol. A much shorter patrol this time, only about a week. So hull integrity 100%. Merchant sunk 4, again we've seen this already. Awarded the German Cross, interesting. I couldn't help but notice last time around I gave the flak qualification to someone other than our beloved Hans there, so that was maybe a bit of an oversight. Should have given, where is he? This guy right here, the qualification. Medals. Iron Cross, second class. I could give that to Hans. I think I will. I'll give him that. And I will give him that. And I could even give him a flak qualification just for the memes, but I don't know. Yeah, no Type 2 or Type 7 options, so we are gonna have to transfer flotillas. I hope this doesn't like mess up my game. I know things can be a little shaky if you change U-boats or flotillas, but here we go. I will apply for transfer. Base changed. Now, I don't know if that comes into effect immediately here, if we're now in Wilhelmshaven here, or Type 9B is our only option here, and it's 7,500 renown. Wow. I guess at the very least we won't be going through the Kiel Canal anymore. Damn, now I kind of wonder if the 7th Flotilla would have Type 7s as an option. Well, whatever, we'll probably transfer to the 7th and see if they have a Type 7 for sale. So, whatever. Anything else we can look at for our sub? Not really. I'm just gonna apply these awards, and thanks for watching. That's the end of our patrol.